Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a fun one. This is going to be a very fun one. Trust me on this.
Sup guys, it's me Blaze and welcome each and every one of you to a brand new video. Today we are gonna talk about the moonlit path. Oh no,
Because I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. Because when Hoyo had the spending event, it was the end of the world. The spending event, all predatory. Let them switch up.
spinning event of Kuro Games. This is so sad. This is so sad. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about this thing.
You know what the fun thing about this is? Not only is the spending event absolutely worthless, the two important things are in the later half of the. You get a. This is dog shit. Getting a standard weapon on a spending event, that's dog shit. Getting two washed up units and one good units, or the tuned tuned users. Let's just get into
That
it.
is was revealed on today's live stream of 3.1 for you who walk in snow moonlit path, and I decided to make the calculations, and I'm gonna show you in this video why certain people are just a little bit silly.
Yeah, you're right.
That being said, of course, there's gonna be a lot of criticisms about this on Twitter, like always, right? There's always gonna be doom posters everywhere. In this case, there's this guy who's saying, "Spinning event, Kuro, fuck you. You became miHoYo. Imagine doing this after people already topped up on the 3.B on the big 3.0 start of the new region."
Like, this is true. Like, look at the timeline right now. We are going into the anniversary, right? We have gotten a spending event where Amethyst came before the anniversary, and then there's the collab that should be happening, and then the anniversary. Like, you see, this is like, oh my, it's such a bad timing. Like, you're in a situation where it's not really free to play friendly because like all the good stuff is happening back to back to back to back to back to back. So it's just in a situation where you're gonna get FOMO, and I believe that is predatory indeed.
Patch. Are you getting like a weapon aimed at your head or something? Like, spend your fucking money right now.
Funny, very funny, because that's the exact same thing we have been saying. You are not being held by gunpoint to spend money in Hoyo's spending events. Yet you retarded motherfuckers decided that, oh, it's absolutely predatory. You have to spend money. You're missing out. Why are you guys not holding the same energy for when Witherways do it? This is why I call you guys hypocrites. Because when it happens on your side, instead of saying, okay, yeah, this is very bad, like we are against spending event, all of a sudden it's spend an event done right. It's not again spend an event is terrible. It's spend an event done right. It's now spend an event is not bad in whatever ways because like it's not valuable. It's still a spending event. It's even worse because the spending event is absolutely dog shit. It means that you're spending for a scam, which makes it even way worse than a Hoyo spending event. Like, how are you not putting this together?
Like, what? What are we doing right now? Yeah, renegotiate skin for the wings is permanent, but bike skins are limited time, very plain friendly. You know that there are bike skins that you can buy in the shop, right? The Line one, you can purchase that. This is just a specific one that you're gonna get if you spend money for these characters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Limited event purchasing of a skin that is as formal as they come.
Oh, oh yeah, I just said if you spend money for these characters. Exactly. I'm gonna talk about that because I made all the calculations. I have all the glue for this.
I don't trust your calculations, man. Like with your take on storytelling and how fast it is, like I don't trust your calculations either.
Video. So yeah, a lot of people are yapping about this. I don't even know why this is saying something went wrong and I cannot see the post, but this is like a replies to the post. Spinning event before Genshin Kurobots should log out of social media for some days. Oh. You guys must have forgotten what was the shit fest that was HSR with the
This is what I want to talk about. Now, if you guys live under a rock, what this is a pull counter. It's funny that his camera is hiding the pull counter, which means that he's trying to portray that this is worse than whatever a spending event. Let me remind you something here. This spending event happened when people were saving for a Fate collab banner, which we all thought was just gonna be for 2 patches or 1 patches. So everybody was saving. So the people that saved their polls was able to get this. Now I was a degenerate and I wasted my polls on Cypher. I was trying to continue to be free to play. I didn't spend money. I resist the urge. It's very difficult. I resist the urge and did not spend. I went up to, and I have it posted on my YouTube channel, I went up onto 170 pulls by the 2 patches alone. I was 30 pulls short and I could have absolutely got it. It's just that my ADHD kicked in and I was fucking burned out. But like this, you can get this as a free to play. As well as paying money to buy the polls, you can also get this as a free to play if you save the polls. This is, and you get a limited weapon for it. This is way better than Wuthering's spending event because you can only access it by spending real world money. There's no free to play options to get this spending event. So there's no way you're gonna say that this is worse than whatever spending event,
100
right?
pools. 200 fucking pools, brother. Are you kidding me? Do you realize how much you had to spend to get the light cone?
Yes, because obviously you couldn't have saved for it beforehand. Obviously, people weren't saving for the Fate collab banner. Obviously, right?
The hell where ideals burn. Do you realize?
And the worst part about it is that that weapon is just slightly better than the Herta Shop weapon. So, the funny thing about it, that banner is still in the game today. The Fate collab banner, all these years ago, is still in the game today. You can literally pull on it right now. I give Honkai Star Rail so much credit for having that banner in the game for so long. It's insane.
I don't think you realize what type of discussion you want to enter into. Anyways, yeah, so instead of rerunning them, they are forcing us to now spend money to get them. True. This is so sad.
Yeah. And you know what else is fucked up of this too? Like Shorekeeper is one of the most Shorekeeper is the Ruan Mei of Wuthering Waves. Like the generalist support. Now that she's there in that banner, it means that she's not gonna get rerun for a while. Like, you know how they have to justify this? They have to justify Shorekeeper versus a S1 Morning, not a S0 Morning, S1. That's how good Shorekeeper is. They have to compare her to a S1 Morning, and Morning is the new unit. You see what I'm saying here?
I mean, it is what it is, man. Kuro Games, it's the boogeyman. They're gonna grab a fucking gun, they're gonna aim at your head, and they're gonna be like, you! Spin, little piggy! Spin our game, little piggy! And, you know, it is what it is, man. It's kind of sad. I know, I understand why you guys are feeling sad. Not really, though. But anyways, this guy even said, the fact that you just get a standard 5-star weapon and not the signature for one of the featured characters. Remember, guys? Because, yeah, this is the type of thing that they are.
It's a ripoff. Yeah. This is not a standard weapon. This is a limited, bro.
Are used to already, just saying. It feels like a ripoff.
Because it is. Because you're spending money. Like, you're getting rewarded For spending money, you're getting reported something that you would have gotten for absolutely free. Like, and I don't remember who bring it up, but I think it was Gotcha Smack. Like, the whales that have access to this don't give two shits about standard banner weapons. So it literally benefit them jack shit. All right? This spending event is the worst ever.
Not gonna lie. Unless you get their signature somewhere after, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
Like the only thing valuable in that is the tune the tune inducers, and that's a R. That's not a and. You can either get the character or the tune inducer when you reach at the character selector. You get 3 separately, I believe, before that, right after the standard weapon. Can't believe I'm saying that. That's I feel so sorry for you guys as Wuthering Waves player. I really do. Like, how do you get up in the morning to defend this game for treating you guys like shit? Like, you guys get treated like shit, bro. Even worse than the Genshin players used to got treated. And you guys, instead of like admitting it and it's going after the company, you blame everybody else except the company. And then the shit just keep happening to you. You guys just keep getting fucked by this company.
Just based on this image. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. All right, let's talk about this. These are the new standard 5-star weapons.
It's still not fucking worth it to be in here. Absolutely not worth it. I don't give a damn. It's not worth it.
New standard 5-star weapons. You want to know a good example of why these people are out of touch? I'm gonna show you very easily.
Tell me.
So Line is a character that was revealed in 3.0. This character is a pistol user. Her pistol, you know, deals almost the same damage as a standard weapon. This is the newest standard weapon. He has 9%.
But here's the thing, you retard. The people that have access to this likely already have her weapon. Okay? So wouldn't it be just better if that reward was a selector that you can select any weapon from any character in the past? Like, they should have just have it like this, where you can pick any weapon in the past for free when you reach that region, and you can pick any character in the past for free, because the cast of Wuthering Waves is not that big yet. So they could have absolutely done that. But no, they give you something you would have already gotten for free anyways. So it's pointless getting it.
Of
You cannot justify it.
difference. 9% of difference. Are you understanding that, for example, in the case of HSR,
Are you understanding that the people that have access to the spending event likely, if they have Linne, already have Linne's weapon? Because if I don't know if you remember your game, but the weapon banner is 100% guaranteed. So 100% they're gonna have the weapon. Are you forgetting that, bro? Are we for real right now?
if you do not have the correct light cone, you're gonna get probably fucked.
Again, this is fucking wrong. Like, as I said, as a Honkai Star Rail player, like, you can get away with using the Herta light cone, and it's pretty much almost very much identical to this weapon, both for him and for Saber. I have Saber and her light cone. I have Archer and his light cone. I got it while being free to play. Bro, I stay free to play in these games because, like, I'm telling you why I do free to play. Because I used to whale in these games. I calculated how much money I spent, and I realized that I could have easily buy a $5,000 gaming PC. And I said, I'm spending too much in this game. So,
By the way, in the case of Wuwa, you can use a lot of times these new weapons on these characters. Now, let me be clear. Of course, Line, for the people who did not pull for Line, probably it sucks. But you can also use this pistol, for example, on Carlotta and other pistol users, because this...
I have Carlotta and her weapon. I got Carlotta weapon in, I think, like 30 pulls, I believe. And I got Carlotta early. Like I do not need standard banner. And it just speaks so much about the game and how terrible it is when we have to be looking forward to standard banner 5-star weapons as a reference instead of good 4-star alternative, which we have still not seen to this very day. Like I can get away with a 4-star weapon on my Eula and I have an 88 crit rate and 100 and something crit damage on Eula. Like, can you do that on Wua? I don't know. I really don't know. You can't do that with 4-star weapons. You have to have the 5-star weapons, or the 4-star weapons is gonna feel like ass. Like it's something that yay is good that the weapon banner is guaranteed, but yay it's also bad. It means that they're not focusing on making good quality free to play options, and the only thing you can reference it to is the 5-star standard banner weapon.
Pistol is
It's
kind of
not good.
universal, not gonna lie, guys. That being said, and I can give you the example, why, crit damage, attack percent as well, and also whenever anyone uses the Toon Break skill, 20% out damage attribute damage bonus. So, yeah, it's good. It's good if you want any character that has a pistol user to be a DPS. That being said, the character of the past that was revealed is Luke, one of the characters. And Luke, if you remember, he's a Spectral user that uses gauntlets. Guess what? Do you remember that new Sonata set that has gilded, as in golden, like the golden veins that Luke has?
The golden blood. I really don't want to talk about it because anyhow I talk about it, you guys are gonna fucking hate me. Because uh, like I've been saying that how things are just added up way too similar with Honkai Star Rail and whatever ways recently. Golden blood, bro. Golden blood. Like, are we fucking for real? Chryso's hairs is in wuthering waves, man. Jesus Christ. Can you guys not copy for once? Can you guys come up with something original, man? Something new and refreshing? Like, please, man. Like, it's like they just live to copy Hoyo games, man.
I think it's more than obvious that this is his Sonata set, guys. Let's be honest. He also has like a lot of auto attacks on his kit. He's like whack and slashy, and guess what? Dealing basic damage augments spectral damage. So yeah, it's his Sonata set, guys. Anyways, yeah, Luke has spectral and has gauntlets and has basic attack scaling because basic attack damage. It's focused on whack and slash. Oh, it's kind of like the newest gauntlets that scale with crit rate have attack percent damage bonus, and also whenever you damage a target under Toon Strains interfered, you augment your basic attack damage as well. I don't know, guys. It seems like it's very free to play friendly if you want to pull for Luke and you spend.
That statement you made makes no sense. Free to plays are not getting access to the spending event. Free to plays are not getting access to the spending event. This weapon, the standards weapons, is in a spending event for people that would already have the money to get the signature weapons. This is of no value to somebody that's gonna drop over $150 on this shit. But I don't understand. All right, if this spending event was based on pulls, like if you pull like 150 times, you can get like the character, and let's say 70 times you can get the weapon, then I could say this is valuable because you will end up having people that normally don't have access to spending. So, like the thing that I talked about before with Vivian's skin, the spending event with Vivian skins, where you have to pull currency, like I praise that a lot because here's the deal. Like, you as a free to play are getting access to something that you would have to pay for, right? As a spending event based on pulls, not on you pulling out your wallet and spending money, but you using pulls. So I believe that was far valuable than this spending event. Honestly to God, with all the spending events, I think it was two in Zenith Zone Zero, one in Honkai Star Rail, two in Honkai Star Rail, and one in Wuthering Waves currently, none in Genshin Impact. Wuthering Waves spending event is the by far the worst. Like Honkai Star Rail spending event for Siren's weapon, like you only will need that if you have Siren, and it's just a cosmetic, so it's okay. So it's good. Like for the people that want it, sure, you're not really missing out on anything much. What else? The next thing in Honkai Star Rail was the pull-in event, which, oh, Wooden Race had two spinning event. My bad, the Gilded Night Market from the 2.0 anniversary, but they didn't want to admit spinning event. So let's get back on target. The second thing is the 200 pull for Lycon for Archer for free. That is something that free to play total access to if you had saved your pulls, and if you grind the game, you would have gotten the weapon regardless. So you don't need to worry about that. And that's if you don't get his weapon from the pulls, which I absolutely got. I won every single 50-50 on that banner. I won the 50-50 for Cyber. I won Cyber E1. I believe I have Cyber at E1. I won Saber's weapon, and I won Archer's weapon. That's like 3 50-51 in that. I didn't lose any 50-50. I am blessed by that way. Thank you. This is why I make content for Hoyo, because Hoyo always have my back with some insane luck. Now, honestly, it's not I haven't had too much luck recently, and that's because I haven't been playing the game, because I have to be out there in the fields. But once the things cool down, I can finally play my games again. But like, the next thing, Zenith Zone Zero had a Vivian skin, which you got from pulling, which in game, with all the content, you would have definitely got enough pulls to secure that. So there is no, it was given a skin that normally you would have to pay for free. Like that cannot be a bad thing. As a spending event for your pulls, that was absolutely beautiful. The second spending event Zenith Zone Zero did was to give a limited characters that are buffed now, limited weapons as well, with some standard weapons and some standard characters for buff characters, cosmetics, and a lot of pulls and stuff like that. It was way more valuable and cost around the same amount for this spending event that Wooden Race is currently doing, and they doomed posted to hell.
Money to pull for Luke. You know, this might be a good.
And the funny thing is, these content creators, these hypocrite content creators, are actively hiding their criticism on Hoyo's spending event because they don't want to get called off for it. They don't want people like me to bring the comparisons and like compare how they talk about Hoyo's spending event and how they talk about Wooden Race spending event, because it's like night and day.
Weapon to have for him. So as you guys can see, even if these people think that it's a ripoff, that it's not the signature for the weapon,
it's totally a ripoff, because like as I said, the people that have access to this do not need it.
Weapons. These are weapons. These new 5-star standard weapons can actually be used for, you know, in the case of Luke, can be used in the case of Line, and these are, let's be honest, 3.0 characters, 3.1 characters. And obviously, no doubtly that other weapons might use the other standard weapons in the future that we haven't seen yet. Aside from Kalsharo and the Broadway. But that's a wet dream. Okay, that's a wet dream. That being said, what the fuck is that spinning event, man? Fucking disappointing, Kuro. Fix your story and stop milking us. Once again, these people are so upset with the fact that, like, there is a reward for putting money on the game, as if some.
What? I mean, didn't you guys complain that how? It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. Like all of these excuses you could have used for Hoyo games. So why are we why are we changing up now? Why is it okay now?
People aren't already putting money on the game to get said characters.
That's an interesting take. Hypocrite.
Okay, it's kind of silly to think that way. And
It's kind of silly to the way you think.
And also, kudos. These guys are have to like throw in there the story issues that they.
Because the story is ass. Like I've been saying this for day one. Like I recently have a discussion with somebody that was trying to defend Wuthering story, and it's not good. He literally talk about how there's no progression in Traveler meeting their siblings, and I literally just pointed out some of the things that happened between the story and tell him that look at Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer's main story was like to cure our sister, right? Uh, Nezuko. And that plot barely moved in like him getting an answer to it, but the story was indeed pretty banger. And eventually we'll come to it. Like I've figured out the reason. It's just that they want to see Genshin Impact story ended so that they can say, okay, the game is gonna die because the story ends. But like, if you've not watched Genshin Impact's live streams, they say they're planning to bring this game up to 20 years, which means that after you finish DayVAT, you're likely gonna be traveling to different worlds. So if you think what Genshin Impact is going away, uh, that's not gonna happen. You just have to live with it.
They have with the story, right? But
Genshin Impact is here to stay. Stay mad.
yeah, more people are also commenting on that. Y'all are absolute losers for bringing a spinning event into this game, copy pasting all the worst parts from the Hoyoverse games.
Let me show you something real quick. Okay, I need to go here to show you something. PGR first spending event. A PGR is a Wuthering Waves game. The math of the 3.0 spending event. Oh, this is Wuthering Waves. I said PGR, Punishing Grey Raven. The game is so dead it doesn't even show up. What the Oh my god, the game is so dead, bro. Like oh my god, why is this game so dead? Like Wuthering Waves had us Punishing Grey Raven. Spend an event guide reminder. Punishing Grey Raven, 2 posts. I think it's this. Right? Let's give it time to load and then we come back.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think it's cooking. I think it's cooking. It's a big issue of gachas, of gacha games, because
Like Kuro games have done spend an event in the past, but they don't want you guys to know that. They want you guys to focus on the fact that Hoyo is doing spending event, so Hoyo is the reason why they're doing spending event, which is a bullshit excuse. Like that's bullshit. Like you don't have to be copying what the industry leader is doing. That's bullshit. That's absolutely bullshit. You are totally in the right to do things your own way. You're a devs listen game. You're not greedy. You don't want our money. You only want to bring best value to us while delivering a spending event to milk the hell out of the players. Now it should be loaded, right? Okay, spending event guide reminder. This was a year ago. The spending event in Punishing Grey Raven, right? So, guys, yeah. There is spending event before Genshin Impact. Not Genshin Impact, before Hoyo game. So the whole point that Kuro is copying Hoyo spending event is a lie.
all of them are predatory. Newsflash: all gacha games are predatory. XD, you know. But
How are we just figuring this out now? Because like before, and the narrative was that Hoyo versus games is predatory, and Wuthering Waves is not predatory. It's like the generous game. Like I'll give it credit. Like the earlier part of the game was generous when they were trying to keep us in the game. But ever since they believe that they have a strangleneck on their audience that they can start milking, ever since 2.0 has been a change that I was never anticipating. As I said many times, I was never anticipating Wuthering Waves was gonna be the game that didn't give us a free 5-star standard banner character. And it's not because I want to use a standard banner character, which very now would be really good for people to pick. The thing is that it shows that the devs care about the players. It just give them something, even if it's not worth it. And did that? No, they didn't. They're the only company that didn't do it. Says a lot. I want to see if they're gonna do the same thing this year, or they're not gonna. Are they gonna finally give a free 5-star standard character at minimum?
The thing is, because there's too many people adhering to what Hoyoverse does, why would other companies not want to do that as well? I mean, these gacha players are the same gacha players that really want a character on the story because they want the character to be relevant because they spent money for said character. So
That's basic storytelling, man. Like I've bring this up many times in the past. World building is very important in storytelling. Like the story cannot be told solely from the character alone. Like other characters need to develop to enhance the story. I don't want to see Lisa to be in the same place. Like to give an example, Genshin Impact, and they should be doing this. There have been progress from Noel. Sorry, I'm thinking about Xenophon Zero. There has been progress on Noel, like working towards becoming a Knight of Aphonia. So probably in the future, there's gonna be a 5-star version of Noel that is a Knight of Aphonia's warrior with the Geo element. That would be cool. Like there have been progress on Bennett's story where he come up and they flush out his lore, they flush out things about the character. Remember, the product that we're buying is the characters. It's not the rover. It's not the traveler. It's the characters that we're purchasing. So obviously, you're gonna like the character. You're gonna want to see more information about this character because it's a character that you like. Like this is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing to flush out characters and give them more of a personality, learn more about them and stuff like that. This is the one thing that Wuthering Waves is constantly messing up. That is preventing them from making a ton of money because you don't get attached to the characters. It's difficult to attach yourself to a character in just like the span of like half a patch because that is the screen time allotted to them. It almost feel like a predatory how should I say this? They're selling you the character, and after they sell you the character, they say fuck off, because like yeah, we don't care about developing this character anymore. You already got the character, we got the money, it's good. Like Genshin Impact is the only game, or I don't think it's Genshin Impact only. Like every other gacha game, apart from Wuthering Waves, even Punishing Grey Raven, focuses on the entire cast than just like bringing up the character and say, okay, I'm a teeth, you're next. Go on stage for 30 minutes, and then after the banner's finished, you come off stage. And then pass it on to Luke. Luke is gonna take over from there. And after that's it for the story. What I want you guys to do is finish the story fast. The exploration is gonna be completely seamless. And what I want you guys to do is to go online and find something to hate on a Hoyo game and make content. Make some comparison videos. Compare the teleportation waypoint. Compare the loading screen. Compare the animations. Don't compare the story because the story is ass. Don't compare the music because the music doesn't compare to a Hoyo game. Like stay away from things that you know that whatever is gonna lose, and just focus on what they're gonna win. You know, try to make sure that Wuthering Waves stay relevant. Like the only reason why Wuthering Waves is really relevant right now is because they keep mentioning Hoyo. Like if they leave Hoyo alone, like nobody's gonna even know what it is.
yeah, it's the gacha brain, gacha people brain. So of course they're gonna try to do what Hoyo is doing. That being said, this guy actually brings a valid worriness about the situation. I hope the spinning requirements aren't too high. Let's talk about that, because this is the part of the video that is actually going to be educational for all of you. So, a guy named PokeCorp, I don't know if this is like a Mr. Pokey viewer or something, but you know, he grabbed that specific image, you know, this image, but you know, the actual English version of it. All right, so he got that, and he showed it to us. The ways to get these moonlit rings, you know, and the ways to get sad pulls, sad characters and whatnot, is by spending money. Everyone understands that until now. Great, great. So you have to add these numbers to add towards the value that you want. In the case of the star weapon, the 5-star weapon supply chest, it's gonna be 450. For example, you need to sum up to have 450. In the case of the 5-star limited selector between Jinxie, Shorekeeper, or Camellia, or 8 transducers, which is like a substat selector. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, if you select the substat selector instead of the Shorekeeper or any of the others, you are an idiot, just saying. But yeah, it's not 980, so you're gonna have to sum up to have 980. Of course, I made all the work, so you guys might thank me now. Thank you, blazeon, for doing all the work, okay?
I don't trust you on that. Like, let me put it this way. You have to buy the monthly pass to get up to all the pulls, which is like 3 pulls. And you're gonna have to buy at least one of the 100 packs to get the weapon. Buy here. It's going down. Give me a second. I'm gonna cut most of that out, probably.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about that for now. All right, we're gonna talk about that. So these are the calculations. I fucked it up and I'm showing everything, but anyways, these are the calculations for all of these. Okay, these calculations take into account 1 standard pull, limited pull, the motorbike accessory, 2 pulls. It's basically what's being shown here and what's being said here. I just summed it all up. Okay, notice 450 moonlit rings gives you the standard weapon, and the 980 gives you the 5-star resonator. So let's talk about the bundles purchase, right? These are the bundles that are being said here. I went to my game and I did this myself. Notice this is in euros. It's in euros, so the value in dollars might be similar to this one. Okay, just want to make that clear. All right.
No, euros. As somebody that deals with stock, euros is not as the same value. I'm almost there, but euros is slightly different than Euro USD. Where is it? This is Euro GBP, Euro USD. Okay, it's different, as you can see. Nothing really happened there, but it's different. It's euros would be a lot stronger than US dollars by a good amount at the moment. Like, I normally save in global British pound, which is like very, very strong. I'm kind of midway floating in profit. I feel like I can hit this. Enough of that. Enough of that. Ooh.
So, specific bundles. So, if you get the weekly sub, so Lunite subscription, Truth Seeker collection, Truth Seeker forging, Space Trek protocol, and Truth Seeker battle song, you're gonna get 31.25 astrites plus 5. My bad. I'm just gonna say this. You're gonna get 36.25 pulls and weapon pulls, 5 weapon pulls, 1 new 5-star standard weapon selector, 1 standard pull, 1 limited pull also as well. You're gonna also get 1 motorbike accessory, weapon pulls, and also custom livery set motorbike.
So best value, right?
This is all with just 82 euros and 95 cents. So basically 83 euros. Okay? As for the other one, this is all bundles. If you decide to purchase all the bundles of the shop, no top-ups, all the bundles, okay, you're gonna be spending 158 euros and 93 cents, so 159 euros. You're gonna get the Lunite subscription, all of the above, as you can see, right? and also the big ones, that like the one that gives you 15 radiance, for example, which is the Truth Seeker Collection 2, or you know, the Astro Calibrate Protocol, which gives you 20. So that will give you not just 40 strides, but also 40 pulls as well. This is gonna be 80.62 limited pulls and 5 weapon pulls. So this means that you're gonna get at least the character of the patch. If you're aiming for the character of the patch, you're gonna get a 50-50 or guaranteed of the weapon or of the character of the patch. That's a guarantee. You're gonna get the character of the patch, plus one new 5-star weapon selector, plus one selectable limited 5-star Resonator, Jinxie, Shorekeeper, Camellia. I highlighted Shorekeeper because, let's be honest, it's probably the best choice in there. Anyways. Standard pulls, limited pool, immortal bike, weapon pulls, custom livery, and also free substat changers. That is at 680, which is between the standard weapon and also the choice.
Mind you, okay. You see this purchase limited Lunite, the last one? That's the most expensive one. And that will bring you just above the weapons pools. Wait a minute.
Of the character. So as you can see, for 158 euros and 93 cents, so 159 euros, you can get the character of the patch, the character that is like on the selector, and also the weapon, the weapon also given to you, and many other things. Let's be honest, once again, these are bundles, so you're gonna get a lot of materials. You're gonna get a lot of weekly mats. You're gonna get a lot of shell credits. So yeah, you can get all of that. As simple as that. 159, you get a lot of things. Now, let's talk about top-ups. This is probably the thing that you guys might want to see the most, right? This is way more easy to understand. So, this is 100 pulls. 100 pulls, sorry, my bad. 100 euros. Pulls. This is like 54 euros, which is like the 54 euros stride pulls, and also the, you know, it you know what, it's just that one, it's just those two. It's like the
man is confusing himself, man. This reminds me of Art Knight's Enfield gacha system. He's making it overly complicated to confuse people.
54 and 32, my bad. 54 and 30 pulls.
See, he's even messing up too much.
Pulls, it's gonna give you about 6,120 Lunites, which equals to 38.25 pulls. Once again, this is just to get the standard weapon selector. It's gonna give you 38 pulls, and just that.
So $100 only give you the standard weapon pulls. And that's kind of bad, don't you think?
And also the other things before the standard weapon selector. As simple as that. Now, once again, this is gonna be the character top-up.
160 euros is what you need to get the selector. That is expensive.
160 euros. Remember, this is 160 euros. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive than this one. This is 158, and this is 160. 2 more euros. Is it worth it? Let's see it.
I don't think it is.
So it gives you 982 moonlit rings. So it gives you the standard weapon and the limited 5-star selector, as you guys may know, right? And then this is gonna give you what? How can you get this? You get this by getting 100 euros, 54 euros, and then 90 cents. It's as simple as that. You also get the bonuses of all of those bundles. So this is gonna be 12,080 Lunites, which equals to 75.5 pulls. And let's be honest, you play the game like you just breathe in the world. You're just gonna get like 5 or 6 more pulls, and that's gonna be one character of the patch. So yeah, one character of the patch, 50-50 or guaranteed. So 75.5 pulls, one character of the patch, 50-50 or guaranteed, as I just said. one new standard weapon character selector, and obviously one selectable limited 5-star resonator, Jin C, Shorekeeper, Chameleon,
Is that
one
my
standard
message?
pool, one limited pool, motorbike, accessory, weapon pools, custom
Can't be.
livery set motorbike, and also translucer, once again, the subset selector. Right. So, all of this to say the following. We are wasting 160 euros to get the specific, to get to basically, you know, the character we want from the patch, right? AMF or Luke. We're spending that. Or we can do the something different, which is 158. Yes, it's 80 pools, which is a bit more than 75.5 pools. So it's way more worth to get it from the bundles instead of getting from the top-ups. It's a bit more worth.
This guy is literally just shilling for people to spend money on the. Oh my god. He's shilling for people to spend money on the bundles, bro. Like this entire time I'm here listening to him, he's just trying to justify why you should be spending money for a standard banner, weapon, and 2 washed up units and 1 that is a general support. Like, let me put this way. If Honkai Star Rail made a spending event and they introduce the standard banner weapons on the spending event, any game, not even Genshin Impact alone. If Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, or Zenith Zone Zero made a spending event and only put a standard banner weapon on the spending event, they would dog on this shit. Period. They would dog on it. If they added 3 units, 2 that are not as valuable anymore, and 1 Ruan Mei. So if I could put this into Honkai Star terms, it would be Ruan Mei as Shorekeeper, Camellia, and Jingxi. So it probably is like 2 DPS from the past. So let's say Jingliu and who else? Who else could I be thinking about? A Fei Shao. Right? They will dog on it and say these units are wash, these units are power creep, you shouldn't be spending money for these units, you could have gotten better value, this is just dog shit. And rightfully it is dog shit. But you know, this guy is going out of his way trying to defend it.
Okay, yes. Because not only you're getting it, you're paying less, this is 160 and this is 158 euros, right? But also you're gonna get way more stuff like materials, weekly mats, and also shell credits. So yeah, as you guys may see, it seems very reasonable for everyone that is watching this video. That being said, 158 euros. Is this bad, the fact that this is expensive?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is bad. It is predatory. It doesn't stop being predatory just because it's a good deal. It's still money.
It's not a good deal. That's the thing. And it is predatory. Like, come on, man. Stop being a hypocrite.
That you're wasting. So do use your money wisely, okay? If you want to spend money on the characters of the patch, or, you know, for the future, or whatever you want to do, right? If you are going to spend money to get at least 1 character guaranteed, or a 50-50 at least of the patch, you're going to be able to also get the standard pool and also get another character, Jin C, Shorekeeper, or Camellia. In my eyes, if you're already spending money to get the characters on the patch and you get a standard weapon guaranteed and also another weapon, that to me is a W. If you see it from that way, it's a W. If you don't want to spend anything, it's not for you. You're not going to get anything. As simple as that, right? Now, let's talk about how predatory this is compared to, let's say, HSR.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
This is 200 tickets. This is 200 tickets. Reminder, every single ticket, so basically 160 equals to, you know, one pool in this game. So let's see exactly the calculations that I made. So 80 shards, this is the amount of shards that you need. You need to have, for 200 shards, which is hilarious, just saying, you need to have 32,000 stellar jades for 200 tickets. Remember, This is if you need to pay right now, if you need to get those tickets right now. Imagine if in the previous patch you spent money and right now you need to spend money again to have pulls. Yes, you need to spend money right now, okay? Just
Let's not forget that you get like average of 100 pulls per patch in Honkai Star Rail. Let's completely forget that fact. It's totally irrelevant to this. Let's not remember that people were saving for the fake collab banner because they know what's coming. Let's not forget that. Like, let's not forget that I, as evidence, was free to play in this whole situation. As I told you guys and shown you guys with evidence, I wasted my pulls trying to secure ciphers like Cone, which never ever came. And to the point where I had 0 pulls left going into the banner. And I've shown you guys, I don't know if I can pull it up because, as I said, like I am recording on my PC using you can check it out when the time comes. Like I made like 170 pulls on the post. I've shown you guys 170 pulls. I was 30 pulls short and I could have done it. Okay, I won the trade, thank God. I I made so much fucking money a while ago. You won't even believe how much. Like, anyways, oh my god. Anyways, it kind of distract me, man. It kind of distract me. Anyways, I made 170 pulls while being free to play in Honkai Star Rail for the 2 patches, for the 1 patch, I believe. The 1 patch alone, 170 pulls. Like, the only reason why I fail is because like I have ADHD, as I told you, and I was burnt out. It's gonna react and go straight down to the bottom. Like, oh my god. Anyways, bro, like this is bullshit. I wanted to put it up on video, but as I said, like I don't have Wi-Fi back yet because like the service providers in my country are absolutely dog shit. They're just incompatible. Like we need some competition so that they can give us better service.
make that clear. So, you need to have 4 times the biggest top up, which is this one, of 100 euros. That's gonna be for 399.96 cents. That's 400 euros. 400 euros for a signature light cone if you never saved up.
That's a lie. That's a big lie, man.
Compared to, let's be honest, these people wanted to talk about the standard pool, right? They wanted to talk about the standard pool, right? About a weapon. This is the easiest way to get it. 82 pools, 82 euros. You're gonna get the one standard weapon selector. And once again, like I said previously, this is roughly the same thing in Wuthering Waves.
You know, there's a lot of holes in that argument, Mr. Blazeon, because look at it this way. If somebody is coming in, right? And let's say, for example, they're, how should I say, just coming in and then they're spending money right away to get the character. If they spend, like, say, example, by the first pack, right? And they pull, right? And say they got the character like Saber, and then they start going after Saber's weapon, and they're spending money, they will likely eventually reach that goal. Like, I don't get what you're saying here, Mr. Blazeon. I really don't.
Roughly the same thing in Wuthering Waves. So yeah.
Like, there's no way you can justify this being better than the 200 pulls that was required for getting Archer's Lycon for free as just a reward for if people had saved up, which they did save up. their pulls to get. So it was beneficial for free to plays, and whales were gonna get the weapon anyway. For the whales, that is like two things. Either one, they get the weapon early by just pulling on the banner, which is what I did. I just pull on the banner and I got the weapon because I win the 50-50. I'm that kind of guy. Or you just get it eventually after spending. So it's way much better than this spending event in Wither Race. I don't know what this guy is on about.
We are comparing the level of 400 euros compared to 83 euros. Do I need to say anything else?
You could have said like maybe people were saving for the banner. You could have said like a next thing that maybe the people are gonna be getting the weapon far before they even reach $400 in spending. But obviously we won't say anything like that because you're to spend an agenda. Um, it is what it is, man. I can't help you, bro.
Is it bad, the fact that these rewards are only given if you spend money on the game?
Yes, and that's the whole point. Like the difference and what makes Honkai Star spending the event with Archer's like way better is that as a free to play, you have access to it. If you're on Wuthering Waves, if you're not spending money, you don't have any fucking access to it. This is why this one is much worse than Honkai Star Rail's version, because at least in Honkai Star Rail, it's there both for free-to-play players and whales. In this one, it's only there for whales. That's the difference, you retarded content creator, and I don't understand why you don't get that. Bro, come on.
Yes, it is. Because for the people who want to be free-to-play players in a casino game, let's be honest, they're not gonna get it. But
oh, so now you're judging people for being free to play in Wuthering Waves because Wuthering Waves revenue is so low on the mobile version. Is that what you're saying? So is that what you're saying, Blazeon? Are you saying that you don't like the fact that people in Wuthering Waves are not spending money, but in Hoyo they are spending money? Like, this is why I cover the gacha revenue, because nothing pisses off a crowbot more than seeing Hoyo games in front of them. Despite, imagine trying so hard with animations and then only to fail on gacha revenue day. It could not be me.
if you're paying just to get the 50-50 at least of AMF or Luke, is it good? Because not only you're gonna get the character, or maybe lose the 50-50 of the character that you like, but you're gonna get to the character, but also you're also gonna get,
a beautiful standard battle weapon which a whale will never need.
Shorekeeper, a potential Shorekeeper, or a potential standard weapon selector that is gonna be probably used for, I don't know, if you're using already Line,
As I stated before, like the people that have access to this banner do not care about the standard banner weapon. They really do not care about it. Like, this is no value to a whale. Like, if this spending event was accessible to free to play players, then obviously it would be really good value for those people. If this was tied to pull only, this spending event would be not that bad. And I won't do post it as much, because people were gonna save pulls to spend here anyways. No whale is getting value from this, period.
you can select this one. If you want to get Luke, you're probably going to use this one, because this one is probably going to be the same situation with Line, right? So is it worth, quote unquote, if you want to get the characters? That's a W, that's a win. It's way better than, for example, spending 400 euros for the signature weapon in HSR. And let's be honest, certain HSR weapons, characters I mean, they do not work that well without their signatures.
It could have gone up more. My God, bro, this guy. Sorry for your ears in this one, please. Let me show you something. I hope it can load up fast enough. Archer weapon different. I hope I can pull it up fast for you guys because this guy is out here telling fucking lies, man. Let's make it cook for a bit.
So yeah, this is the big analysis of the entire situation. Once again, if you don't want to spend money on a gacha, you don't need to. Nobody's aiming at your head a gun to force you to pull.
All right, good. It's up because I need to address this fucking right now. So the comparison is the Lycone comparison S1 Eartha 5-star and the new Battle Pass S1 and S5. Like they're very close together. I can't load this up because as I told you guys, my internet is like dog shit right now. Archer's Lycone is about 2 to 4% improvement over cruising. This is because it has essentially the same buff and higher base attack. You got that? Now, if we're using blazeon's argument that the standard weapon compared to the SIG was like just 9% difference, and in Honkai Star Rail, the difference between the signature and the free to play option is 2 to 4%. Isn't Honkai Star Rail's more free to play, and like if you miss out on the like weapon, it's no big deal? It should be. Like for me, I don't like these content creators because they just talk lies every single time and don't expect people to fact check them, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to show you guys that this guy is a fucking liar because it was well known that if you miss out on the signature for Saber and Archer Lycone, that the free to play options is basically on the same power level. The reason why I got them is because of collection purposes. I want to have their SIGs because when they're gone forever. And I give Honkai Star Rails so much praise for keeping that banner in the game for so long. Like, if I know that that banner was going to be in there for so long, I would have, like, E6 one of them. Probably Saber, but like, and Saber is so much fun to play, and she's so strong. She's still so strong. Like, it's okay. It's fine. Like, I accept this. This is what these content creators will do. They will just lie for no fucking reason. Like, this whole $400 for this whole $400 for it is a lie. It's not 400 euros. I can confirm that it is not 400 euros. He is misrepresenting the situation differently. I will do my research on that matter to figure how things go out, but like, man, just out here straight up lying.
Okay. So that being said, this seems like a very meticulous situation where a lot of these people are gonna be concerned about this event. But the thing is, you know, looking at what it is, giving you certain pools, giving you certain weapons, giving you like bike skins and whatnot, and certain amount of substat selectors and whatnot, and also these weapons and these characters, one of these ones is selectable. It is good for the people who spend money already just to get the characters off the patch. So it's still a net positive. For someone who actually is spending money, it's worth 80 euros, the amount of money that usually you spend to get certain amount of currency, or 158, you know. This seems like something that is attainable even for the people that try to use those bundles from LD Shop or lootbar.gg. That being said, it's all up to you guys. Spend wisely. Once again, spend wisely. If you don't have the means to, do not spend money in gacha games. It's as simple as that. That being said, hope you guys had fun watching this video. See you guys next time, and goodbye.
Oh my god, bro. So let's discuss. So we already know, right, that what this guy is saying is a lie, right? Man, it it's frustrating. I get it. It's very funny indeed to see them go out of their way and try to justify like the same thing that they hated Hoyo for to begin with. And it's always happening. It has always been happening ever since the dawn of time. Like whenever Hoyo does something bad, like say for example, black screen white text, it's absolutely terrible, right? And as soon as I expose that Wuthering Waves have black screen white text, because I know I live it, I played the game, I feel like nobody was bringing it up, so I bring it up. All of a sudden, it's not how you use black screen white text, is how Wuthering Waves did black screen white text properly. It's the same thing happening here. It was all doom posting on spending event. Like spending event is so bad. Spending event means the game is dying and everything like that. When it happened in Hoyo, when it happened in Wuthering Waves, now they're saying that this is spending event done right because like it's not valuable, so you're not forced. These guys are a bunch of hypocrites. Him and Saint Tontas. And I have to give some credit for people like Gotcha Smack and Captain Cabinets for at least calling it fairly. But like these content creators that literally eat dog shit for the company, for Kuro Games, is the reason why Wuthering Waves may just die out. Because they'll never admit it that these devs are doing something wrong. And what will continue happening is that they will feel like they're doing something right. They will continue pushing the envelope on what they can get away with you guys until it gets absolutely terrible. You guys screw over the community, the game itself, and then you just jump ship. And then Wuthering Waves is gonna go down as basically a dead game, a game that could have been a rival to Genshin Impact, but it fell short. Anyways, that's it for the video. I think it was a decent one. We did learn a lot. And yeah, there's a video that I will be working on, a big project, which is comparing the spending events. Basically, I don't know if I want to do it because you know what? I don't want to do it. I don't care because like I want to play my games. I haven't been able to play the game for a while because of all the shit that has been happening with Saint Tontas and things, and it was absolutely beautiful seeing a spending event in Hoy in Wuthering Waves game and looking at them try to justify it. But like, come on, man! Like, it's some of the most retarded takes I've ever seen from these content creators, and it's very funny seeing them change up their mouth as soon as this same thing that they said is predatory happen in their game. It's fun to laugh at them, really and truly. That's why I enjoy content like this. Like instead of like coming out and admitting that they did it wrong, they're gonna try to find some way to blame it on Hoyo, try to find some way to basically not blame Kuro devs, and then the cycle just continue. Kuro devs realize that they're not blaming them, they push the envelope a little bit more, and these content creators come out and justify it, and then they push the envelope a little bit more, and then the game just never get fixed until the game absolutely just crash out. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys next time.